Jim Cowley on his outside, Josh Crang with sticky tape holding the panels together after last night. Mark Quirk, Matty McGee and Wes Barnes, your top 6, 24 cars on the racetrack. We are green in the A main for the Harbour City Hustle. Down into turn number 1, Matty Smith, just the leader. Crang in second place, the outside Jim Cowley. Mark Quirk's up to 4th place. They are 3 wide for 5th place. Wes Barnes on the extreme outside. There's cars coming in left, right and centre. 4 wide into the main straight behind Matty Smith and Jim Cowley. Josh Crang 3rd. One of those that was 4 wide was Matty McGee. Neil Caldoulis in that group. 6 places, Wes Barnes, Mark Quirk, Adrian Stott. A couple of them have run out into the freeway. They've gone extremely wide. But out in front, Matty Smith, the National Modified Sedan champion, leading this race.
Yeah, I don't think they're really going to see which way we're going to go. Yellow. So we go back green in the Harbour City Hustle. Production, Sedan A main. There's your Australia 1 Mills on screen. I reckon if he purchases this race meeting and watches it back for $9.95, a one-day pass, and he might see that contact that was made in that previous heat and then realise, oh, hang on, I could have jumped on the brakes.
A couple others back in the field wish they have just got back on the racetrack. But out in front, Matty Smith doing a tremendous job. Could go through the entire weekend undefeated. Cowley having a great battle with Josh Crang, that's for 2nd and 3rd. Then Caldoulis having a great battle with Matty McGee, that's for 4th and 5th. And then Trevor Mills starting to make his way through the field after starting out of 10. He's up to position number 7 now. But Matty Smith puts another lap in the books with 16 laps to go.
Yeah, they're not going to see which way Matty Smith's gone in this, I reckon. Unless there's plenty of stoppages or whatever like that, but he has been fast last night and tonight. The Aussie winner, Trevor Mills, he's back there in 7th position, hasn't been able to really do anything in this A main. We go yellow.
So back under green, Smith has already put a lap in the books, so can almost see Matty McGee. Back then in 2nd is Crang, Cowley, Barnes. Mills has made his way up to 5th place now, has got underneath of Neil Caldoulis. Caldoulis trying to fight back. Mark Quirk's in that group, along with Alex Sweeney and Lindsay Manning and Damien McAllister. Here's our race leader through yet again. Matty Smith running on rails with 13 to go. Crang has now got a bit of a gap on Cowley, but Trevor Mills is starting to make his presence felt. He's going to try and wind up on the outside of Wes Barnes. That's for 4th and 5th.
Yeah, Barnes is going to try and lay down his guns in this one. So Smith is your race leader. Crang still there in 2nd spot. Mills is on the move, working the top side. Barnes just hanging tough down there on the bottom, keeping the car nice and straight and getting that exit speed out of the turns. That's where it's working for him. Mills comes back at him on the outside now. There'll be 10 to go. Half race distance for your race leader when he comes out of turn number 4.
It's been a pretty good effort by Matty Smith, undefeated all weekend and 10 laps away from including the A main in that fact. Back in 2nd is Crang. Mills is right on the back end of Jim Cowley. Yellows are on again, and this time it's for a car that has run off the racetrack over on turn number 2 and brought on the cautions yet again. And be an 11-lap restart. Smith, Crang, Cowley, Mills. So the production sedan's putting on a great show this weekend in the Harbour City Hustle. As I mentioned before this race, you're going to be seeing a lot more of them here at Valvoline Raceway next season. Mills now is up to 4th place. As they're back underway yet again, Maddie Smith leads them. So move into the main straight. 2nd place, Krang, then Cowley. Back then in 4th place, Mills, then Barnes, then Keldoulis. It's a battle on for 2nd here as the 61 car got underneath of Krang. That was Cowley, but Krang fights back on the outside. Mills there in 4th place. So move down the main straight with 10 to go. 10 down, 10 to go. Matty Smith, as he has from the outset, is out in front.
Yeah, he's got a very nice, fast race car circulating around Valvoline Raceway. The Aussie one on screen, working the outside, hits the cushion. Picks up 3rd position now. He's got that thing honking on the top side, has Mills, the Aussie champ. He's on the podium, so Krang and Smith are the only 2 cars in front of him. Now, what's going to work for him, and what I said earlier, the only way that I can see Smith even losing this is if we have a lot of cautions, and that's what's made it a lot easier for Mills.
Yep, certainly has. We've got 7.5 to go. Pretty spectacular sight here with so many production sedans still on the racetrack, all still on the lead lap. As there's 7 laps remaining now for Maddie Smith. Back to Krang, Mills. Battle now for 4th between Cowley, Barnes and Keldoulis. Lindsay Manning, the next car through. Then we've got Damien McAllister, the New South Wales champion, back there in 8th place. Our race leader comes through with half a dozen left to go. Smith, Krang and Mills. The bumper's falling off of Cowley's car in 4th. Keldoulis moves underneath of Barnes into 5th. Manning right behind them, and along with them is Damien McAllister. Further back to Alex Sweeney, and Joel Berkeley out of the B main has made his way up into 10th place. That's some sort of a drive by Joel Berkeley. That's snuck under my radar, but great job by Berkeley. He's up to 10th. Our race leader, though, he's half a lap ahead of Berkeley as he's coming out of Pitts Bend.
Yeah, Berkeley has done a nice job, and he's learned every time he's got out on the racetrack, and that's the thing I like about some of these younger kids coming into the sport. As you said, he's stepped up into production sedans this season, so well done to him. 4 remaining, race leader. Down the back straight into turn number 3, Matty Smith. He has got a straightaway length lead over Josh Krang and Trevor Mills. Mills hasn't been able to do anything since moving up to 3rd position. The only chance that Krang and Mills have got is if Smith gets caught up with lap traffic. There'll be 2 remaining. I don't think there's enough time for these guys to chase this guy down. He has been so fast these last 2 nights.
Certainly has, and this is the first car to be lapped in the A main. He hasn't passed him yet. It's the 92 of Luke Dale. Every car still on the lead lap at the moment. Krang 2nd, Mills 3rd. Back then to Cowley, McAllister and Keldoulis. They'll come up this time and get the white lights. There's 1 to go, and Luke Dale is the first car to go a lap down in this race, and it's on the lucky last. Back then to Krang, Mills in 3rd. Now McAllister has got up to 4th. Cowley and Keldoulis, then back to Barnes, Sweeney, Manning, and then back to Joel Berkeley. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. A whole weekend of racing undefeated. The little Nissan Skyline is first. Matty Smith, that's a great effort. 2nd place will go to Josh Krang as the double checkers come out. 3rd place goes to Trevor Mills. Then Damien McAllister, Neil Keldoulis, Jim Cowley, Wes Barnes, Alex Sweeney. Great job by Joel Berkeley from the back of the field to finish 9th. Lindsay Manning 10th, then Mark Quirk, Darren Snowden, Paul Barklam. Johnny Ralph 14th, then Adrian Stott, Cameron Vickery, Matty McGee, then Matt Vickery, Matt D'Annunzio, Brodie Fraser, Scott McPherson, Lindsay Foster and Luke Dale. And the only driver not to complete the distance was Matt Hutchison.
Stick down here. The Harbour City Hustle here tonight. Makes some noise, he does the roof dance. Matty Smith, your winner. That Skyline has been rampant all weekend so far. We'll start off though with 3rd place tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. It's great to have your Australian champion here. The A1, how about it for Trevor Mills?